We desire breath of fire. We desire breath of fire. Oh shit, what was I doing? I'll be. You came here by ship? Oh yeah, we're going to the capital. A while back, this merchant came through here. Says he was looking for, what do you say? Rare and unique goods, he said. Ever since then, all the men here have got it in their heads to sell things, thinking they're merchants themselves. Alright, well, let's just get out of here. I guess I could always camp and ask my crew. Let's camp. No, wait, no. I want to camp. 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 Yeah, I want to camp. Interesting. When you're over a question mark, if you press the triangle button, it just moves you along. Oh yeah, the fairies. I forgot about them too. The aura of the endless is slowly getting stronger, says Dias. Okay. Cheeto, the imperial capital, is in the southern part of the continent. Oh man, we gotta walk across a whole continent? Well, we were finally able to get off that island. I thought it was kind of fun, though. I'm not the only person who thinks so, am I? Aw, Nina, you're the real main character. I've got to be more responsible. Everyone's counting on me. I like that island. Yeah, there we go. Actually, let's try it. We have no. Hey, Dragon Boy, do you want to come visit us? Yeah, sure. What's going on over here? I haven't done this in a while. Yeah. House is complete. Land area increased. New job available. Alright. Oh hey, they developed. They had little tiny houses. That open up into normal sized houses. Did you know some monsters can be damaged by healing magic? Tell us what to do. Jobs and orders. Yeah, sure. Let's do this. I only have 3 fairies. Set ratio of crops to grow. View varies status. View an explanation of commands. Info. Wow, this is so obtuse. Oh, I get a oh, I made it into a potion shop. That's only kind of house I Why don't we... There we go. Now we've got somebody growing food. Oh, yeah, that's what I meant to do. I meant to, change those. Hey, where was that? Where'd it go? Maybe it's at the end of this list. There it is. Doop, doop. Here we go. Beautiful bean footage it is. Thank you for the root beer. And thank you for the stretch, so I will stand up and hopefully not get weird cramps. I'm getting out of this fairy village, though, because I clearly have no idea what I'm doing, and this is boring. Let me out of here. It doesn't help that that fairy village music is actually really grating. Sounds like broken circus music. I'm sure I can get some sort of ultimate weapon or something from doing that, but I'm gonna have to figure out how it works before I stream it. Because I'm not gonna just bungle around reading walkthroughs to figure out this system. That was fast. Oh, here we go. Yeah. What's your deal? Lizard men specialize in group attacks and use shield on allies. Man, these lizard tours are ripped. Wow, she parried both of those. Nina is so strong. Come on, Ryu. Why can't you be more like Nina? Oh, okay. Ugh. There we go. The gondola moves while the X button is pressed and stops when it is released. Avoid the logs and move the gondola forward. You can jump onto a log by moving the gondola close to it. Okay. Oh, move so slow. Can't reach that? Alright. Yeah, the experience of living on that island for a while. Nina just started working out. She got rugged. Ooh. Sporion? Oh man, it's the unknown evolution of Eevee. Sometimes releases spores into the air when struck. Interesting. This is what happens when you give Sporia, Eevee too many tiny mushrooms. Becomes Sporion. I said it, it's on the internet, it must be true. No one would lie on the internet. Actually, maybe I should use Ursula. She's got that attack everybody move. Also, she's cool and I want to see more of her. Hell yeah, we do. She's such a cool character. Her clothes are cool. She's got a tail. She's got a gun. And she's got that bun thing. Uh-oh. Everyone's poisoned? Oh yeah, poison damage. Man, how do you hit the mushroom but miss the gigantic lizard tor? I also start to wonder, it's always interesting, like, in games where you actually do have, like, anthropomorphic animal people, furries, whatever you want to call them, as, like, people who live in cities and towns, but then when you go out and you encounter monsters, there's a different kind of anthropomorphic creature that you just straight up kill. Like, what's the difference? What makes this guy, like, not civilized? He's got clothes. What's to say we can't be friends? Yeah, let's actually organize this shit. Okay, can cure. Oh well, just use antidotes. Here, have some berries. Use berries on who? Wow, 800. Tastes like garbage. Make someone eat it? Nah. Christian can eat that, maybe. I bet this game had all sorts of awakenings for people back in the day. Oh. Oh. Wait, no. There we go. Yeah, sure, I did that on purpose. I have to do it again. Man, I wish this area had some interesting music. Just ambient noise. Oh. Aw, that bouncy eel. It's called Generator? It's interesting. Creates and can absorb wind and water magic attacks. Oh, okay. Never mind, Nina. That's cute, yeah. If it was like, it's like an electric eel, I guess. Wow, that was a lot of damage from Ursula, jeez. Is Legend of Mana a good game? I haven't played a lot of the Mana games because I heard that like a lot of them just aren't as good as the original, and as much as I love the original, and I do love the original, played it several times, it's a janky glitch mess. So it's kind of like, wait, you're telling me it's not as good as the janky glitched mess that probably shouldn't have been made into a game because it's a miracle it got finished anyway? Look at these lizard tours. They're so nice and considerate of their friends. They have shield and they use healing magic. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Here, you eat these gross ribs. Ooh, forgot you. Titan's boots. Hmm. Oh, pretty good, but I like being able to absorb fire. How about you? Yeah, you could take it. Actually, maybe it would be better to give it to her. Yeah, sure. More attack power. That's good. Battle. I actually want Ursula in. Now let's take Sias in too, because he's cool. Well, no, Cray needs to level up. He's a little behind. Oh, the Legend of Mana's re-release already got, or sorry, like remake or update or whatever. Did that already get released? Wow, I'm really out of it when it comes to games. I'm like several games behind at this point. I've had a busy fall. A busy summer and a busy fall. Even today, and yesterday, we went and took a trip to IKEA to get new furniture for the house because things are finally clearing up and we're making more space. And unfortunately, I made a mistake of buying the wrong size posts for one of the shelves I bought for our kitchen. So we had to go back and return it and get the correct size. So that'll be something I'll be doing tonight after I'm done streaming. But yeah, busy with other stuff that isn't internet stuff. And it isn't video games. I even want to play the Diamond and Pearl remix, but I haven't even bought it. I just haven't had any time. And also, I'm having fun playing Mario Party with people. So if I already have a game that I'm having fun with, there's not really any reason for me to just buy a game that I didn't even have time to play. Uh-oh. There we go. Thank you for the stretch and hydration. I shall do that. Mario Party is a lot of fun. My complaint is that there's not enough content, which is, you know, I think a constant problem with Mario Party is they go cheap with the amount of content that's actually in the game. Like, there's not enough boards. I feel like there should be at least twice as many boards. I want more characters. It sucks that, like, you can't... The characters don't even play dress-up like they did in the old Mario Party games, even though they are using the boards from the old Mario Party games. You don't get to play as many different characters as you were in the previous Mario Party, which I do have. And I liked being able to play, like, Monty Mole and Boo and stuff. And it sucks that you can't play them as in this game. But it is fun. I do like it. I just wish there was more, you know? Chica. Hola, chica. Oh, another dazzling song for this area, which is nothing but the sound of waves. Alright, I'll save my game. Oh, darn, I was trying to talk to this person. Got any unusual weapons you'd like to trade? I'll give you a good deal. Alright, let's trade. Rifle used by mountain troops. Magma armor. UV goggles protect against blindness. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, fishing stuff. That's another thing I should do. See if I can get anything from fishing in this game. It might be fun. You want to get to the capital of the empire? Then you should go talk to Fu. He's a merchant that comes up here from the capital looking for stuff to trade for. This is just our village. It's not big or anything, but it's home. I am Fu Chu Man. My business be rare and collectible items. I come to this humble hamlet, searching of these things. You wishing to go to capital? Yes, I am knowing way. But business here not being done. Need more items. You bring me item, my business done. You bring me item, I tell you how to get to capital. What is good item to bring? I explain. Oh. Oh no, Shisu. No, it's back! Relic from ruins. Near Koshka village, there are ruins. Many rumors of treasure hidden inside. You wanting to know about other rare items? Okay. Koshka pottery. Unique jars being made in Koshka village. Very popular in capital, but take long time to make. You want to know, wanting to know about other rare items. Fish for shisu. Shisu, very popular food in capital. To be making shisu, need 3 of any of these fish. Martian squid. That seems like a bit of a tall order. Salmon or sea bream. Even just 1 of each, okay. We know. You are bringing even 1 of these. I tell you way to capital. Well, okay. We could fish, but maybe we should go look for pottery or the ruins. You're a fisherman too? And you should go try out the fishing spot to the north of here. Well, they're like the frog kids on the roof. What's up, kid? You've come looking for stuff too, haven't you? I guess I have. Where the hell is Koshka? I don't even remember the names of these towns. Well, here's the fishing spot. There's Chica. Shan River. Koshka. There's like ruins next to Koshka? Or even pottery in here. Okay, what's up? Who's got a pot? Who's got pot? Who's got some pot? You got a pot. Hey there, stranger. What? Jars? Yeah, I make jars. Why, you want to buy one? Alright then, I'll make you one. It'll take some time though. Come back later. Oh. Sorry, didn't know you didn't have enough money. Oh. I don't? You're going to go to the ruins to look for lost treasure? Sound just like my husband. Where are the ruins, you say? If you mean the Enjo ruins, they're to the east of the Shan River. So, like, can you just, like, wait and have your playtime extend for this guy to give you a jar? Okay, I wonder... Boy, video games are so mysterious when they do that sort of thing. Where they're like, you have to come back later, but they don't tell you what exactly it is that makes time pass. Or what makes time pass. I remember thinking... I remember when I was a kid and I first played Final Fantasy VII, and I got really into the chocobo breeding so I could make a gold chocobo. They're like, you know, you need to have some time for your chocobo of different colors to mate and have a kid, and then you know, chocobo breeding. And I literally used a rubber band to tie down the go button in the airship, and then just let it keep going across the world and turn the TV off. Because I didn't know how it worked. I didn't know how the game counted time, so I thought that maybe if I like moved around, like in Pokemon, that would count. It doesn't really count. It doesn't work that way in that game. I did eventually get my gold chocobo though. There's nothing here. Everything of value's already been taken. Oh. So there's nothing here. Whoa, eyeballs. Eye bomb. That's funny. Uses protect. Extremely dangerous when wounded to 50% HP or lower. Well, let's pick on you then. Oh, I was reading the chat, so I didn't even see that I wasn't doing very much damage to this guy. I guess magic will probably do the trick, if I had to guess. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Urshan. Yeah, I know it's long, but I think it's fun. So I like having a very long notification. But yeah, thank you very much for the host. I very much appreciate it. Oh yeah, the hamster wheel. You know, back in the day, I remember I saw a review where somebody got really mad about how you had to do that and oh. Somebody got really mad about that thing in Paper Mario where you have to like grind for $1 million or whatever. Um but the thing is you could just cheat that. You could just cheat and then you just get a bunch of money that I think is just like stashed away somewhere and you immediately just win. But there was at least one adult reviewer at the time who got mad at the game because they thought that grinding for that much money was mandatory. That's the menu button. Maybe Urshan does this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, don't worry. Everybody makes mistakes. I do too, especially on the stream, right? Because I'll be reading dialogue, but I'll also be reading the chat. And then I'll just miss or like not really internalize the information that I said, and then I'll be like, "Oh shit, I don't actually know what I'm doing or where I'm going." And everyone can see. Wisdom seed. Neat. Wait, what are these other objects? What if they're bad? They're gonna cut them down anyway. What's the worst that could happen? That kind of balance can be hard to do even as a comic creator. As well, actually, let's see this first. What I What happens if I cut the purple one? Do you think something bad will happen? I don't know what that did. Oh, I got poisoned. I wonder what the bell did. What was the bell? Did I destroy like Price's artifact or something? Was that my punishment? Anyway, I was gonna say that it can be hard to balance that kind of sort of thing in storytelling as well, because on the one hand, you want to respect your readers, or your audience or whatever, you want to respect your intelligence. Oh my gosh. Hmm. Hang on, let me put my commands in first. You want to respect your readers' intelligence, but at the same time, you don't want to make things too obtuse, because it can be very frustrating, especially these days on the internet, where people will make no qualms about going directly into your face and say, "Hey, your story sucks ass because I don't understand it." And on the one hand, I really want for my stories to stand on their own power. Like, I just want them to be there and for people to figure things out for themselves, because it's very rewarding when when you find out that, oh, I can see all this, meaning the story that this author is trying to craft, and you figure it out on your own, and you don't really need your handheld or to be talked down to or anything. But on the other hand, sometimes people just miss it. They just miss information, and then they get mad at you, and it's like, and I really want to like stand up for myself, right? I want to be like, hey, I don't think you're being very fair here. And every once in a while, I have done that. I've actually said like, hey, I don't think you're being very fair. There's a lot of information here that you're not really taking into consideration. But there's a part of me that feels a little frustrated by that. Like, I don't really want to do that. I feel like it almost feels like it's cheating, right? Because I don't want to tell people how they need to feel about my story. They should be able to figure it out on their own. So I don't want to be like, hey, that's sad, so you should feel sad, idiot. I think for the most part, I've been very lucky, though. Like, people have, for the most part, kind of understood where I'm coming from and have been quite kind about it. It's not really a matter of like, oh, everyone's a jerk. It's more of the fact that the jerks speak louder than others, and they end up being kind of memorable as a result, even though people aren't like that in general. People are nice. That kind of entitlement is wild to me, because I am somebody who is. Whoa, that's cool. Oh, this monster attacks with fire, but can't withstand fire itself. Have I fought one of these before? I guess I forgot. Oh well, there's a lot of time between streams, so. This enemy is pretty cool. Can you do more from just attacking it, though? Let's try just attacking it. Oh no, that's terrible. Oh no! Oh, it became shorter. Oh, she fell asleep, darn it. Hang on, how do these spell combos work again? I have to actually look at a guide to remind myself. Thankfully, I already have it up. Fire and wind, wind and water, water and earth and fire. Wait, who's got earth magic? I don't think you do. I think you have the ice magic, yeah. And then you have the earth magic, probably. Yeah, here we go. Oh, that didn't do a combo. I thought earth and fire. Oh, earth plus burn and flare. I used the wrong kind of moves, I guess. Oh, that worked. Wow. Tyus did a lot. Blah. Okay, let's see what Ease said. The biggest problem with weekly webcomics as a medium is that there's a lot of time in between narrative arcs and story beats. So a lot of these people who get obsessive with bad faith interpretations have a lot of time to let their interpretations get wilder and wilder until it runs away from them and becomes something else entirely that does not even resemble any readable intent. Yeah, I agree. I think that people get really wild with that sort of thing. And you know, it's not just webcomics, but it is definitely a problem in webcomics, or at least with webcomic readers. But, like, you know, I saw that sort of attitude with any sort of serialized content, really, is that, you know, people can be quite creative with their interpretations of things, and sometimes it's really awesome. Like, they create alternate universe stuff or, like, fan fiction, and they, like, it can be, like, really creatively fulfilling and really interesting to come across when looking at social media. The problem is that when people get really entitled about those attitudes, you know what I mean? They get so obsessed with their new idea that they believe that, like, if the author doesn't do it the way that they interpreted it, then the author must be a fool, because they're like deviating from the quote unquote the real script. When the reality is that the person is just an audience member seeing somebody else's vision and then starting to, like, assert their own vision onto it without really realizing, like, you're not the creator. It doesn't matter if the creator isn't doing things the way that you want. You can just go make something else on your own. Like, even if you think your idea is better, and even if the idea is better, even though that's a subjective thing and cannot really be judged like that. But let's, for the sake of argument, say, like, even if the idea is better, the principle of the matter still stands. You didn't make it. You don't get a say in this because you didn't make it. I've literally had to tried to explain this to people that simply before, and they just did not get it. It's a big world out there. What can I say? A much lower stakes version of that sort of thing is that I used to have a friend who was admittedly very creative with their excitement and their interpretations of things, where they would hear some very vague video game news, let's say, and they'd be like, whoa, wouldn't it be rad if they did XYZ? And then XYZ is like this amazing video game that is definitely not ever going to exist. And I would get mad at her because I was just like, please do not raise my expectations so fucking sky high every time, because you just came up with an idea that's amazing and is definitely not going to happen. And now I'm pissed because it's not real. And sometimes it was fun, but also sometimes it would be like, you're really going off of this train of thought and creating like this utopian universe that like doesn't exist and isn't at all what somebody's going to do. And you're starting to like believe that, and then the real thing comes out, and then now I've gotten disappointed, even though I could have avoided getting disappointed. You know what I mean? It was a weird version. This is this weird hype. Oh, interesting. What does binary media mean? Cyclical binary media. And that would be if someone lives their lives consuming cyclical binary media like Star Wars, Kingdom Hearts, and Naruto, then they will suddenly assume that all media has to be binary and cyclical, and that it's somehow wrong for not being that way. Oh, really focused on good versus evil. I see, yeah. You... Oh, how do I get... I guess I'm just... Room is just a dead end. I can't do it this way. Okay. Let's get out of here then. Oh yeah, I have to go down from here. Oh, it's one of these dealios. You gotta slide down. Oh my gosh. Like to the point where there are tangible forces in the universe. Yeah, I understand. I think that those kinds of stories can definitely be a lot of fun, but definitely not all stories can be like that. You know that what reminded me of that is like actually seeing people in the wild complain about Steven Universe, where they're like I guess this isn't really a spoiler. Well, let's just say a character named PD. There's a character named PD who is very, very much deliberately depicted in the story as somebody who is very complex. They weren't just good and they weren't just evil. They were complex. Then just like real life is complex. Like there was good intentions behind some actions. There were some cowardly actions. There were some great things and not so great things. There were attempts to be a good person, and then maybe they had failed in some ways and succeeded at others. And it was the whole point of the story that, you know, that's just how this person tried to live their life. And I would actually factually see people online be like, Steven Universe is a bad show because they can't decide if this character is good or evil. And I'm like, the point of the show is not about this character being good or evil, or any character being good or evil. That's the exact opposite of how the show is operating. This is not the lesson of the show. It is not about good or evil. It's about how your first impressions of others can be wrong and how you can overcome differences. And sometimes you can't overcome differences. And like that's a much more interesting story to me at this point. It's like I don't like thinking about the universe in which like, oh, I didn't get along with this person, or things went sour with this person because they're evil and I'm good. Like that's just a poisonous way of thinking. I take it very seriously when, you know, I try to consider how something like that could happen in my life. It's like I was like, oh, is there something that I did wrong? Is there something that they did wrong? There was just like a miscommunication here, and even knowing that, it's like that doesn't mean that I could fix all those problems. But I am thinking about it. I can't just put people into a box and say like they're evil. The end. It's just a very immature way of looking at life, where you think you just make excuses for yourself. You know, you're just like, well, I didn't make a mistake because I'm me and I'm good, so that means that anybody who I don't get along with is actually evil. So I don't have to think about it. I just hate that way of thinking. Oh no! Don't worry, buddy. We can... Oh, look. 69. Nice. No, delicious experience. You know, I'm really starting to hate this dungeon theme. It's so boring. Couldn't you have made a better song? A song that isn't as annoying to listen to? The way that it just sort of, like, you know, fluctuates between your ears, too, is just kind of... If you're wearing headphones, it's annoying. Wait, do I not have ammonia? Oh, I do. Oh, they revive. Okay, that's why. Well, that's generous. What the hell was the point of that? Do I... Can I cut these or something? Why did I go through all that effort? Oh, these roots are in the way. I wonder if I can get rid of them. Oh my gosh. Whoa, a different kind of bug. Uses puppets to fight while it casts magic from a safe place. Interesting. I think running is an option, but I just want to fight everything I come across because I could always use the experience. I'm so worried about running into a boss I can't beat. Whoa. What a weakling. There is also that. Lurker guy says, from my experience, most of the time I try to run in an JRPG, it fails, then half of my party are dead. Yeah, I'm worried about that too. Like, I'm going to waste a bunch of turns trying to run away from something, and then it's going to kill me, and I might as well have just fought it in the first place. Okay, so I do need to use fire to weaken this thing, like, every time, right? Oh no, he can just hit it! Ryu can't hit these guys for shit, but, it seems like Prey is fine. Maybe Cray and Size can do it. Yeah, like what am I missing here? It feels like this is a sliding puzzle. Oh wait, no, I went the wrong way. There's like another ledge over there. Okay. Anyway, it's been really interesting over the years seeing how particular people can be about their storytelling to the point which they get so comfortable with the idea of tropes, right? Tropes and narratives that they are used to. And then they will then in turn tell you that, oh, you know, I learned this very particular structure for stories and you're not doing it that way, so I'm going to tell you that you have no idea how to write your own story because obviously you're deviating from this outline that I'm very familiar with for these other kinds of stories. So if you don't do it that way, you're failing. And that was just such a weird thing to experience. I think the most common for that for me has been people who are very used to Dungeons and Dragons. Which is something that I really don't have a lot of experience with in my life. Like, I did not play it in high school. I did not play it in college. I didn't consume any of the media, no books, no cartoons, no nothing, until I was, you know, much later in life. I was getting into the end of my 20s when I finally, for my first time ever, played some tabletop campaigns and listened to some while I was in school, in cartoon school in Vermont. Like, I played a campaign with some friends, and I played some one shots, and I listened to other people play, and then after that is I listened to the Adventure Zone, and that is where I got, you know, I started realizing more and more about like what is actually going into Dungeons and Dragons. Also looking through monster books every once in a while. And there's nothing wrong with Dungeons and Dragons or any of those novels or the campaigns or anything. Like, that stuff is great fun. It's very creative and it's a fun environment and it's great to play with your friends. The point being that people grow up with Dungeons and Dragons and then they just sort of assume that those are the rules for fantasy, as if you don't follow the Dungeons and Dragons rules, then you're doing it wrong. And it's like, hey guys, it's just somebody else's. It's somebody else's particular... Oh, wait, I did that wrong again. Why am I so bad at this puzzle? You go here, and then I go here. Right? No. Oh. Yeah, there we go. And then I go, whoa. Warding staff. Okay. Protects against magical attacks, but is a little crappy. Ugh. Whatever. Yeah, like, people think that, like, D&D is the rules for fantasy in general, and that's very strange to me. And it's only been a few cases, and people are a lot... It feels like people don't do that to me as much anymore. And I think also that the way that I conduct myself, my attitude has also changed. So I just know how to deal with people better than I used to in the past. But to give examples, like, I had people lecturing me about dragons and like what kind of dragons are allowed, and like telling me that, like, oh, Crunky can't be a wyvern because she's really an amphitheater, or I don't know how to say that word because I never heard it out loud. An amphitheater. Amphitheater? I have no idea how to say that word. I've never heard it said aloud. You're like, oh, but technically, actually, that's not the right kind of thing. It's actually a wyvern. A wyvern doesn't look like that. A wyvern has legs. And I'm like, last time I checked, wyverns don't exist, so fuck off. Like, and now that I've played a Monster Hunter game, which is Monster Hunter Rise, I look at every animal that is in that game that is just they call it a wyvern or a dragon or something, and it's just like, it was funny coming to the series so late. Like, I had never played a Monster Hunter game before, and they're like, oh, here, you're gonna fight the berry off, and I'm like, oh, it looks like a saber-toothed tiger. That's gonna be awesome. And then I see the trailer, like the little introduction to the monster, and it's like, it's a dragon. It's a dragon with a tiger's head. Again, it's another dragon. And I like them, but it's just funny that I did not know that about the series initially. I didn't know that was a thing. That it was going to be, that everything in that game was going to be just, like, technically a dinosaur, even though no matter what other animal you see at first, it's just like, oh, it looks like a bird. Oh, actually, it's a dinosaur. Oh, it looks like a tiger. Oh, it's actually it's a dinosaur with wings. And it's like, oh, it's a bear. No, this one's a dinosaur, too. I'm like, oh, my gosh. Like, well, if Monster Hunter can do it, I can do it. Yeah, I love it. Everything can be dragons. It doesn't matter. You can just make whatever and call it a dragon, and it's fine. Oh wow, his maximum HP dropped even more because he died again. Sorry, Sias. Wait, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Then I want to do this. Then I want to do this. And then I want to do this. Wait a minute, what was over here, though? Aha! Oh, but the weirder example, instead of people getting pedantic about dragons... Ooh, speaking of dragons... You got the Earth Gem Dragon Crystal. You gained the power of the mutant! Neat. But wait, this isn't a treasure. Can't bring this back to that guy. Oh yeah, like people getting mad about Executor being dragon type. Love it. Absolutely love it. No, weirder example though than somebody being pedantic about dragons, which admittedly, like that was a long time ago. It's just very memorable to me because I didn't expect it, you know. Hang on. I'm gonna attack this guy. Put my inputs in and then talk. What was weirder to me though is getting lectured by someone that says like, who wrote me like, Kieri is the paladin and Buwaro is the support, so Rhea is redundant in your story. Like, she doesn't have any purpose in your party. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm not designing a party to, like, campaign into a dungeon and I need to, like, balance my party to win a JRPG. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, people don't work that way in real life. I don't base my friend circles on who's good at attacking and who's good at healing. Like, what the hell kind of... What? What in the world are you talking about? They were trying to, like, say it like her role was redundant in the story because she doesn't fill a particular niche, and it was just such a weird attitude to come at a story with. Just like, what the fuck? I think also something that protects me, though, like nowadays, is the fact that I have been doing it for so long, and just that fact alone I think helps people give me a little more benefit of the doubt these days. Like, it doesn't stop everybody, because you're never going to make everybody happy. They're always going to find something that they don't like about your story, and that's okay, because I'm like that too. I don't like everything. Not everybody has to like my story. But I think the fact that I've been doing it for so long gets people to be like, "Oh, I'll just move on. I'm not going to lecture this person." It was a lot worse when I was just starting out though, because I would frequently get emails like, "Oh, if you ever need some ideas, let me know." And I'm like, "I won't let you know, because I don't know you and I don't care. And if I need ideas, I will ask somebody who knows me. Like, why the hell would I ask you? Who are you?" Um and by virtue of having done my comic for nearly 20 years now, uh people are less likely to do that, because I've proven that, well, I like to think anyway, that I've proven that I actually do know what I'm doing to a certain extent. And that is also a problem that is really difficult for early webcomic creators too, because it takes a long time to get to the things that you planned. So you need to depend on your readers' good faith at first. Good faith that you're actually going to do your comic. You have a point. That you are growing towards. There is something that you're working towards here. But when you're first starting out and the story is very slow and it's taken a long time to come out, I think a lot of people just see that as like an invitation to assert their selves. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you just started out. You don't really know what you're doing, or your comic just started out, so I'm just going to assume that you don't have anything that you're working towards here, and I'm just going to tell you what to do. Because it takes a long time for this stuff to pay off. Like, I think that's part of the reason I've gotten so ham with drawing Rhea as a snake lately. I sat on that stuff for like 20 years. I will admit that it wasn't until relatively recently that I decided that Rhea there would at least be, as far as the story is concerned, like where I'm just playing around with it for now. So I'm not trying to make a statement about what will or won't happen or when in the story of Slightly Damned, but I will say that, like, I've known that Rhea having snake guardian blood in her has been a fact since the beginning. Like, that's been an established thing I've had in my head forever. But thinking of like what Rhea would look like if she turned into a snake is something that is relatively recent. And after waiting on that information for 2 decades, I'm just going to be like, no, I'm just going to go wild. I just don't care anymore. Whatever. I made 1,000 pages. I can do whatever I want now. Because I kind of feel like I proved myself now. I made 1,000 of these. He's like, you want a story? Go read it. It just feels good to finally get to that point. Like, yeah, I made 1,000 pages. Go read the story. I can just fuck off and do whatever I want now. Antidote. Aurum. Oh my god, it's... Okay, whatever. But where's the plot treasure? Oh, this is where I entered from. You know what? That's the entrance. Let's play it safe. I don't want to lose my progress. Oh. I was just going to leave this place and save. And probably get Sias into a bed. I guess we could also check to see if that other pot is ready. Have a good night, X. Did you finish my pot? No. Okay. There's a diary, but not anywhere to rest. Have to go farther up the map, I guess. Different kind of pot. I guess I have to go further back to find a place to actually rest. Oh, this is the island. Whoops. Wait, what's that? I guess I don't know. You guys will let me rest here, won't you? In Pab Pab? Let me crash. That's crossing? What do you think? I've been teaching her how to speak my language. Okay, interesting. What the hell? I want a real bed so Sias can get his HP back, but I have to backtrack a lot to find a real bed. Alright. Well, whatever. I guess it's not so bad because we could just travel by map. Like in that Muppets movie. Well, everybody, I know we spent a long time trying to get down to that southern continent and past all those tides and got stranded on a desert island for a while, but I had to come all the way back to this town so I could be in the village inn where I don't even know where the characters sleep. Just so Sias can get his HP back. Alright, now let's go back into that dungeon to see if we can find some plot treasure. But just in case, I'm going to go talk to that NPC again, in case, I don't know, anything that we found from those ruins counted as treasure. I don't think so, because I think we only found weapons for us and consumables. But you never know, maybe the game is being generous. The character will see that I got a new staff for Nina and be like, that's some treasure from the ruins. Sure, you can progress the plot. Oh my god, I got tricked by the camera angle. There you are. You are finding items? The story of treasure in ruins was true? I never see treasure like this before. Please do give this to me? Yeah, I don't know what I'm giving to you. What did I give you? Then I tell you how you get to capital. To south of this village is long, long river. I make river to move items capital. You follow river south, you get to capital. Okay, thanks. I don't know what I gave you, but I'm glad that I checked. Yeah, it's funny. I found a walkthrough on GameFAQs for Breath of Fire 4 that the author was grossed out by the fact that Bade married a little Kuribo, but I'm like, no, this is the Breath of Fire way. I love Breath of Fire for doing this. Use Cray to move the boxes forward. Use to make a path across the river. The water level can be altered using the valves on the locks. No. Oh, I love this. Excellent music again. This is boring music. I get that it's atmospheric, but when it repeats, it's kind of dull. Alright, Cray, how do you move the... Oh, I guess it's the other way. Yeah, why is this place is haunted? I guess this place is haunted. Let's find out what we fight here. Maybe it'll explain. Oh no! Nutmen! Dodges most attacks. Becomes very dangerous if allies are killed. Ooh. They move so smoothly. It's weird. It's uncanny. Anyway, the point is that most people are quite kind when it comes to consuming media online. You just have to remember that, because it's usually the people who are loud and want to complain that are the ones you see the most often. But most people are quite kind. People can be strangely entitled about the way they consume stories, especially nowadays, where, you know, people have banded together and created quite the conspiracy theories over things like, oh, I didn't like the way this TV series ended. It must be a conspiracy that there was a secret season. Or, you know, even protesting and saying that people should change the content of their stories, which, you know, case by case basis. I think that sometimes it's okay, but other times it's like, wow, this real entitlement hours here. And people can be really hard on webcomic creators, especially new ones. Because it takes a long time to make a webcomic, takes a lot of effort to make a webcomic, it takes a long time to get where you're going making a webcomic. And now I'm feeling, as a result of the last couple of years and my own personal experiences, where I'm just like, actually, I'm just gonna just draw whatever I want now. I'm gonna still be responsible. I'm still gonna be a responsible adult, and I'm still gonna be mindful of my business and such, but also I just wanna be free, re-cringe forever. I don't care anymore. I cared too much before. I guess I can't move that box. Oh, thank you, Paps. Tell her thank you for me. Oh. Oh, okay. Hang on. I think I... Wait, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I think I have an idea. Yeah, I guess. Oh, another point I wanted to make is that I actually complain a lot about stories because I care a lot about stories, and certainly, like a lot of things are just not to my tastes, because I'm picky, and that's fine to be picky. And it's fine to just not like things. It's okay because I'm like that too. There are things that I just don't like. Um, the problem is that when people take their complaining like into the faces of the creators and the people behind them, like, and they act really rude and entitled about it, like, you idiot, how come you did it this way? I think that it's okay to complain if you're complaining about something that is, you know, maybe morally reprehensible. Like, if it's something like that, like, I get it, you should complain, you should criticize, especially, like, big projects, right? But, like, when they're starting to get into harassment of small creators, independent creators, or actors or something, like, harassment is just not the way to get what you want. I don't, what was I doing here? Oh no, I changed the camera so much I don't know where I'm going. Wait, I recognize this. Well, what if I go up here? What does it matter? And also, like, the internet has made people very accessible. The internet has made actors and actresses and creators a lot more accessible than they used to be. So people are, like, a lot more... They feel a lot more entitled to just get into somebody's face. And I'm like, as much as I don't like certain pieces of work, and it's not even just, like, a matter of... I don't mean a matter of, like, again, like, moral... Really criticizing moral... Something you find really gross or something like that. It's more of like, oh, I just don't like that story. I don't think it's written very well. I'm not going to seek out the artist and be like, hey, bucko, screw you, right? But people will do that online, and it's wild to me. Hey there, strangers. I'm waiting for some goods to take to the Empire to get here, and I could use someone to talk to. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk? I want to talk about dragons. Dragons. I've never seen one, actually. Have you seen one? There's one here. Trying to fool around with me? Stop wasting my time with your silly talk. Love. Oh. No, you weren't talking to me about love? Traveling, huh? Well, to tell the truth, I've never gotten very far. I guess you could say I'm kind of a homebody. What about you? Where are you from? Across the sea. Wow, you're pretty far from home then, aren't you? Bet you've seen a lot of things then. We've flown. Oh, trying to fool with me? Stop wasting my time with your silly talk. Oh, okay. What if I have an actual conversation? Traveling across the sea. I'm from yesterday? That's funny. We've met dragons, really? So tell me, what do you think dragons look like? They all look different. They fly and breathe fire. They look like humans. They all look different. They all look different, huh? Like what? Like insects and fish. Insects and fish, huh? Guess you wouldn't notice them if they looked like that. I mean, we eat fish and step on bugs all the time, right? Oh, I don't get anything? Oh, okay. You mean you're on the run? You must be in a hurry then. I won't keep you any longer. You probably got a hard road ahead of you. Here, have this. I got power food. Hey, thanks, buddy. I got a Cliff Bar. They fly and breathe fire. That sounds like an old bedtime story my grandmother used to tell me. Are you sure you saw a real dragon? Okay, well, illuminating. At least I got a Cliff Bar from this guy. Hi, Rusty. Oh yeah, it came up earlier in chat, but I forgot to follow up on it. Dragamation mentioned that there's these new plushies by Fangamer of Breath of Fire 2 characters and keychains too. And they're designed by Temmie Chang, one of the artists who helps Toby Fox make Undertale and Deltarune. And as a result of that, people were gushing about how cute all the new merchandise was. And somebody was really excited that they're like, oh, like, it's really cool that one of my favorite artists is and made merchandise of one of my favorite games. And she responded on Twitter saying, yeah, we do really like Breath of Fire, and there's an overt Breath of Fire reference in Undertale where the flexing horse with many abs quotes a character from Breath of Fire 2. Which actually explains something to me, because I always thought there was something particular about that dialogue, but I couldn't put my finger on it. And anyway, that means that, last episode of my RPG playing of this game. Oh, I worded that so brilliantly. My last time on this Breath of Fire escapade, I made a joke about, like, what is with Fulu? Is he, like... Why is Fulu speak like this? Did Rules card from... Did Rules card from, like, Deltarune, is he supposed to be a parody of this guy? And now that I know for a fact that Temmie Chang does like Breath of Fire, I'm like, oh, there's actually a non-zero chance that that's true. I mean, it could be, right? Like, I'm not saying I know for sure, but it's like, well, now it's plausible. Oh, it was a fan account. My bad. Here I am, spewing lies on my stream. Oh no, we already established that I can't lie on the internet. People don't go on the internet and lie, so everything I said is true. Oh yeah, that's a good point too, that the songs do sound similar. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with being influenced by other art and stuff. That's great. Like, of course, something like Breath of Fire would influence other creators. I think that's wonderful. That's why I'm playing these old games, because sometimes I can get a little frustrated by them, because I didn't grow up with them and I don't understand them. But there is value in going back to these old games and seeing, like, oh, how were the creators of today influenced by this sort of thing? Like, what got their creative juices flowing? What excited them and inspired them to make content themselves? Content that I enjoy, and that's, great. Of course, I'll be rethinking that when I can't figure out this box puzzle. Maybe this is it? Ooh. Well, that makes that treasure available, but then I don't know how to get down there. Oh. Oh, hey. Okay. Oh yeah, these games are making references to things that I've never heard of. I just wanted to share that information because it excites me to learn more about what influences other artists. Like, I want to know what kind of stuff they're consuming, What kind of stuff that they grew up on, what kind of stuff that inspired them. I love learning that kind of thing. Especially if it's something that, like, I didn't ever play or learn about before, and then I get to learn, like, oh, here's this thread that I can follow from Breath of Fire to this, to that, to the other thing, and wonder if they have, similar backgrounds. Especially nowadays when it feels like games like this aren't very well preserved by their parent companies. Oh, you killed them. How could you? Like that. That's how I did it. Well, there was that treasure chest, but this area sucks. Can I leave yet? Did I just go back the way I came? I think I did. God dang it. It all looks the same. Oh. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, thank God, we're free. Hulk. My favorite beetle. Hulk. Don't get many visitors out this way, but we're always glad to see them. Aw. Yeah. You know the horses and whelks the Imperial troops ride into battle? We catch them and sell them to the Empire. That's how we get our money. Every so often we go after monsters, too. What? You want to go to the capital? The only one here who's ever been there is Gramps. That's what everyone calls him. He lives in the tent over there. Thanks, kid. Over there. Uh-huh. Symbol of a mighty hunter. These are so good and they're so cheap. Alright, that's good enough. Hey, thank you for the stretch and hydration. I shall do that. These look like milk containers, but I don't see any milk-bearing animals here except for the horse. So does that mean that this town drinks horse milk? I mean, you do you. Travelers, eh? You say you want to go to the capital? In that case, you'll need to talk to Gramps. There's one small problem, though. A little while ago, his pet chicken, Tack, ran off. And ever since then, he's been despondent. Doesn't talk to anyone. Oh no, that's sad. Where are you, my little Tack? Here, Tack, Tack. Aw, he's so sad. Do I have to find his chicken? Here's one. Aw. There's not much here, but you're welcome to stay. It'll cost you 100 zenny a night, sure. We've heard rumors that the capital's been attacked by some kind of monster. You know anything about that? Oh yeah, Fulu was just wrecking the place last time we heard. Cluck, cluck. You're the item guy. How about you? No? Oops. Darn it, I didn't actually mean to do that. She stole my money! Oh, I guess this is where we're gonna go look for the chicken. Oh. Chase Tack, the brown chicken, into the coop in the middle of the field. Once Tack is inside, the gate will automatically close and the game will end. You can get extra points by chasing the other chickens into the coop. Alright. Ryu the herding dog. Wait, what do I get for other points? I get other points. So are the well, I guess I just got one chicken. 0 points. What do you mean that chicken just flew out? You captured Tack. So hang on. Does this mean that the other party members are just off to the side watching Ryu run in a field herding chickens? It feels appropriate. Especially since we have a dog man in our party. It feels appropriate to make Ryu do that. I don't mean that sarcastically either. I think that's amazing. I love shit like that in games. I think that's a lot of fun that can be had in games that have, or any sort of storytelling environment that has both anthropomorphic animals and humans. Here's the potential that everyone is missing by not having humans in their game. Thank you so much for finding my Tack. He's got the power of Juju. You say you want to go to the capital, yes? In that case, the quickest way is to go east and go through the gate at Quanso. You might not be able to get through now, though. I've heard there's something going on in the capital. And that they're going to close all the gates. Isn't there any other way to get to the capital? Well, there's the first Emperor's tomb to the northeast. The first Emperor's tomb? That's right. There's a road there that will take you to Astana. Alright, we'll try that then. Thank you very much. You're welcome. By the way, miss, have we met somewhere before? What? Me? No, I don't think so. Why? Oh well, no matter. You be careful though, the tomb is haunted. No one knows what kinds of monsters are there. Haunted? Spirits? Whoa. Tomb. Oops. Ah, no, I want to go the other way. Ah, it's this. Quanso. Oh, the gate will probably be closed, but let's check it out. Not only have we been to a bunch of haunted places, but people can make haunted places in this game. Something's happening in the capital, some kind of disaster. We're overflowing with refugees who fled the city. We've sealed off the checkpoint until we can get a clear idea of what's happening in the capital. Well, that makes sense. Fulu's just going apeshit over there. Yeah, the Nautilus mount is so cute. Oh no! Egg gang. You. Whoa, the egg coming out of them as part of their hit animation is wild. Oh my gosh, their attack animation. Man, Ryu, maybe you need a better sword. Oh my gosh! You know, I'm going to go get Ryu a better sword. Let's backtrack a little bit. You know, last time I was at the grocery store, I actually decided to buy more expensive eggs than I usually do. Usually I get the really cheap store brand $2 for 18 eggs deal. Wait, Chica didn't have a place to rest either. Oh, I could just camp. Oh, no. I was going to get a sword. That's what I was going to do. But this time I decided, well, I'm going to pay more money to get more expensive eggs and see if there's a difference. And I could see immediately that there actually was a difference in the color. The color of the more expensive eggs was a much deeper golden than the cheaper eggs. But did they taste significantly different? I don't think I could really definitively say that. I feel like they tasted a little eggier. And I am enjoying them. They are much more golden in color, which I can tell you is the same kind of golden color that they are in Japan, which is interesting. Oh wait, where was that sword guy? I guess he wasn't here. He was in the other town. My bad. My memory is already failing me here. I didn't think that they tasted significantly better though, but I looked it up. I looked up an article about it because I was curious, like, oh, is this a thing? Do like more expensive eggs actually taste better? And I could tell you that the short version of the article was basically that there isn't a strong difference between cheaper eggs and more expensive eggs. However, paying more money to support small businesses who take better care of their animals will make you feel better. And as a result, make eggs, like, just make you think that the eggs do taste better. So you might as well spend the extra money to buy better eggs. Get out of my way, kid! Thank you. I'm shopping here. Oh, of course. You're not the one with the weapon. I guess I have to go farther back for the weapon. So in the end, the conclusion is that if you spend a few more dollars on eggs, they may taste better, and you are supporting small businesses who treat their chickens better. So you should do it. At least consider it. And this message was not paid for by anybody. Oh, darn it. This isn't the town with anything either. Oh, I can't tell these towns apart. I can, like, picture this guy in my head. The NPC that I'm looking for, but I don't remember where he was. Maybe he is here. I just missed him. It's worth a shot anyway, you know? Like, what do you have to lose by spending more money on more expensive eggs? It's like you're gonna lose like $4 maximum. And then you could say like, oh, choose full of it. These eggs don't taste any better. There you go. There we go. Let's just give everybody better weapons. Okay, now we're good to go. That NPC child encroaching on my personal space so I couldn't talk to the shopkeeper reminded me that I was at IKEA today, and while we were waiting in line, I was just looking around at all the social distancing signage up and thinking to myself, oh, I wish, you know, I actually would like this to be something that sticks around even after, if we were ever over this pandemic. I would like to keep social distancing because I just don't like people crowding around me so much. Ooh. A smith spirit that creates armor when magically attacked. Interesting. Oh, whoops, I forgot to rest. Poor Ursula. Anyway, I was observing that and thinking like, oh, social distancing. Let's keep that, actually. Maybe not 6 feet, but also just maybe just the idea that you gotta stay 3 feet away from me. Like, don't encroach in my personal space. Then, later, we were eating at the restaurant that IKEA has. And it's cafeteria style, so you get... Oh. Oh, the eggs aren't personalized, darn it. They're just eggs. They don't have, like, the little features of the character. Aw. Oh well. That's a downgrade from Breath of Fire 3. Can I still attack? Huh. Alright then. Oh shit! I guess being an egg is really dangerous. That makes sense though, you're fragile. Oh, and you're asleep. Okay, Urshin it is. Oh my gosh, I have to backtrack so far for an inn. Maybe we can just deal with it. Oh wait, no, we don't. We don't have to go that far for an inn, because there was an inn right here. The lady who I accidentally stayed twice at, like, yeah. Oh, I remember. I got distracted from my story because of the egg fiasco. So anyway, I would like that. I would like us to keep social distancing to a certain extent, at least for people to be more mindful about invading other people's personal spaces when it's not really necessary to do so. Um, and I agree with Rusty that I hope that wearing masks when sick is normalized, like it is in Japan and other countries. I don't expect Americans to do that, but I would like if they did that because I think it's a pretty good idea. I used to not like wearing masks because I wouldn't do it in Japan, but I've changed my mind. I even changed my mind on a previous trip, even before the pandemic, where I'm like, actually, no, this is a good idea. It's just courteous to do it. Oh no. Oh my gosh! She's got a little tail. Oh no! Oh my gosh. And while I was checking out of the cafeteria, the IKEA cafeteria, you have social distancing markers on the ground, and I went up to check out because it was my turn. And when I did that, like the family behind me just like came with me, and their kid was like practically up against me, and they were like right behind me as if they were part of my group. I'm like, excuse me. I didn't actually say anything. I didn't actually say anything because I knew it was just going to be over in a few minutes, but I was annoyed. I was like, why do you have to be right here? Why do you have to be right behind me? Your turn is going to happen in 2 minutes if you could just let me have my transaction. Why do you have to be so fucking close to me? And then, I got out of the line and I complained to Sot about it because I didn't want to make a confrontation about something that was so minor. But from where we were sitting, I was looking at the line, and I could see that people were just all bunched up again. I'm like, God, it doesn't need to be this way. Why do you bunch all up? You just back off. I hate it when people do that to me at the like a cash register or something. You don't have to be right there. Why do you have to be right there? You're not gonna lose your place in line. You're not gonna make things go any faster. All you're doing is getting fucking close to me. Whoa! Hey, buddy. Oh, it loves eggs. Oh my god! At my arcade repair job, I had kids literally come sit in my lap while I was working. Oh my god, stranger danger, yeah. It's cute, but kid, don't do that to somebody you don't know. Wow, he's got a lot of counters. Oh, it doesn't matter. You're almost dead. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Gingerbread cookie dough, you say? I'm interested. I wonder if they sell that here. I didn't notice any cookie dough for sale, but I did notice that there were cookies for sale. Oh, gold gang. Use the wrong attack on it and you won't be able to get the Zenny. What? What's... Huh? Use the wrong attack? How do I know what the right attack is? Oh no! This seems dangerous. Boil? Level 2 KO's user. Level 1 egg magic. Deals damage equal to user's HP. KO's user. Level 2 egg magic. Returns user to normal, but at a price. Hatch. Level 3 egg magic. Ramming attack. Can blind enemy. I don't know how to do that. Okay, so... Uh-oh, you're just gonna spam this attack every time? Oh, it's a little tiger-striped egg! And he's got a tail! His thick tail looks like Gil! Oh, we got away. Well, at least we got to see different kinds of eggs. I wonder why Ryu is so boring, though. Why is he just a boring white egg? Why can't he be personalized like the others? Anyway, going to IKEA was fun. I wish I didn't have to go uh twice in a twice in a row because I accidentally bought the wrong parts because I didn't check the measurements when I should have. and I accidentally bought the wrong parts and had to go get it exchanged. But I am looking forward to setting up that shelf that we got and having it in the kitchen and just being a little more organized. It's fun being an adult and actually getting excited about furniture. There are a number of upgrades that I am planning on getting, such as a new TV, a new soundbar, and new couches, something to sit on. Because right now, our living area doesn't have enough furniture for people to sit on comfortably. It's like 3 people maximum can be on the couch, and then everyone else just gets shitty chairs. Yeah, the one we have right now is not very good, and I'm hoping to get a better one. But I am also watching my spending. It might be better to get some of the furniture after Midwest Fur Fest, which I will be a vendor at. If anybody else is going, I shall be there, selling my wares. Midwest Fur Fest is the first weekend of December, so coming up quite fast. It is the weekend after Thanksgiving next week. No, it's too early to know which table I'm going to have at Painted Desert. They haven't released that information yet. I really miss you at conventions, Junie. I look forward to when we can meet again. I actually have a guaranteed space at Fernal Equinox in Toronto, but I was unsure if I wanted to go or not. I was asking some other friends if they wanted to do it, and I should ask them again. I should poke them again, because I need to decide that very soon. Oh god, there's so many of them. It would be lovely to see Toronto again, and it would be lovely to see Ease. It would be lovely to see you, DJ Micro. The only thing that holding me back is that I am not sure if I am up to the task of getting through customs. I almost did it last time, and then the pandemic happened, and I had to cancel my trip. And now here I am faced with that task again, wondering if I'm up to it. I'm actually wondering if I should cool it a bit with conventions because I love them and they're a lot of fun, but they're also a lot of time and effort. And I don't want to take a break from them completely because the pandemic was very sad without being able to go to a convention. But maybe just not go to as many a year as I have been, which that means for me about 6 a year. And I'm thinking that might be a bit much for me. Maybe I should just cut it down to like 3. 3 or 4. I also kind of want to go back to a small press convention again. They're a very different vibe from a furry convention, and I can't make nearly as much money at them, but they are fun to go to in order to reconnect with old friends and connect with other peers, other people who are invested in comics and independent cartoon making. I just want to dip my toes in that scene again. Being in the furry weirdo zone has been a lot of fun, but I kind of want to go in the pretentious cartooning fun again. Oh, did the captioner get the number wrong? Oh. Sorry, that wasn't a question. It captioned me incorrectly. I go to 6 conventions a year on average. But I have a friend who goes to like 20. But that is like all they do. They go to like going to conventions is like their main job. Maybe it wasn't quite 20, but it was a lot. It was a lot of cons. But yeah, it's their job. They don't really do anything but go to cons to, vend. I sometimes feel like I'm divided among all the different things that I want to do, like make a comic and go to conventions. It can be hard to keep up. Who goes there? Who dares enter the sacred resting place of my master? Oh, you got bigger. Wait, thou also are one of the endless? No matter, no one. Nay, e'en though they be brother to my master, may be allowed entrance. Cute dog. Wan Ku, one of the magical creatures that serve Fu Lu. At least we get the cool battle music for this one. Holy crap! Wait a minute. Oh, 25%. Oh, wait, no. Use item. Ammonia. Oh, I can't. That's such a weird system. I want. Okay, so she subs in, and then she makes Ryu go away. So does that mean the second person I select can heal Ryu? Like, why can't I? What? That's so weird. Okay, you're not substituting in, so you can use it. You know, I have a feeling Oh, I have a feeling that we're not supposed to beat this guy. Alright, I'm just gonna not have strategy, and maybe we're not supposed to win? It's like, hey, look everyone. We got a sneak peek at what Hisuian Arcanine looks like. Huh. Oh. Well, that's decent damage at least. Or maybe we were just weak. Maybe we can beat this guy. I don't know, it's hard to tell. He is creaming me, but it's like not fast enough for me to know if it's like unbeatable. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a use dragon form in DPS like your life depends on it. Yeah, that is also possible. Giga Flame sounds nice. Nina, you're not even going to watch? She fires her gun into the air to use a vitamin. Oh, this old bit. Aw, it's cute. There we go. I do think it's odd that I can't revive Cray. Okay. It's a Pokemon battle, yeah. Action. Oh. Oh, nobody else has Earth except for. What does anybody have? Does anyone else have Earth magic? Well, you do. Okay. Okay, you do. So you need to heal up. We'll do this as normal this time, though. Sleep! Hell yeah. They drank their coffee today. Okay, let's see this. Anyone else have fire too? You have earth. You don't have any fire. You don't have any fire. Oh, but you have earth. Okay. We do earth. We do fire. And we do fire. That might do something. If it combos. We'll find out. I'm just using what a walkthrough suggested to see if it does anything. Oh, that magic did a lot of damage actually. Oh yeah, there we go. It worked. Supernova. There we go. It's pretty good. Although I didn't see if that was more or less than just using Giga Breath. We'll do that again though. Oh, you broke my combo. Golly. Good morning, Raleigh. Oh, we can skip this now. Good. That's a nice quality of life. Man, that attack does a lot of damage, actually. Oh no, your car was frozen solid inside and outside. I've never had to deal with a car in cold weather, but yeah, that stuff must be very annoying. Like, how do you even get it? Do you have to just break through the ice to get inside and then turn the car on and then wait for it to defrost that way? I do know that people have to be warned every year not to pour hot water on the car, otherwise it'll shatter the glass. And that's fun. Thanks, Pokemon. I learned that from you. Sometimes people just don't know what to do in cold. If we want to mention something sad, like think about there are a bunch of people who died in Texas because of the storm that blew through and killed the power. Because in order to stay warm, they would get inside their car in their closed garage and turn it on, and then die from the carbon monoxide poisoning. You know. And that's a lot sadder than accidentally just blowing up your windshield, but I'm sure that most people know not to do that when they've lived in a cold area or, you know, they've had a windshield explode on them or they've seen somebody do it. But I think that at first it may not be completely obvious. Let me tell you, living in a temperate environment means that you're not really equipped to understand what it's like when you're in an environment with extreme temperatures. I remember being a very little kid and we read a poem about someone who was like came inside from a storm, and they talked about how their hands hurt because they were warming up, and the teacher had to explain to us that if your hands are very cold and you go inside and you warm up, that at first it kind of hurts to have your hands warm up. Because as we were like, well, if your hands are cold and then they warm up, it feels great. But it's like, no, if they're very cold, then you warm up. It's at first really tingly. And that's my story of growing up in paradise and not realizing it until I had to move. Anyway, the dog fell over. Ooh. Thank you, Snuffy. I shall stretch. Wait, that's it? Oh, now we can enter the tomb? Oh, sorry, I don't mean Poppy. Poppy's fine. I mean the dog that I fought fell over. Oh my god, let me leave! Oh shit. Oh good, we were able to leave. Yeah, get me out of here. Not only did he just fall over, he fell over like a statue, which I guess he was. Oh my gosh, I don't want to... Oh my god. I have to walk my ass all the way back out here? Well, I'm playing it safe, because I don't want to, like, have to fight that dog again. Here comes Mr. Gill. Now I have a way to express myself when a visitor is here. I am planning on buying a webcam, though. And if I have a webcam, like, not necessarily to film me, but just to turn on whenever Gil is here. Yeah, I want to get 2 webcams, a Gil camera and a Poppy camera, because Poppy is always in the same place on my bed, like all the time. So all I have to do is point the camera at her, and she'll be there. And then maybe people can use points to get me to get up and pet her. That'd be cute. I think she'd like that. Gil is stealing my water. Gil is telling everyone to hydrate. Oh, Gil is so soft. He feels like how I imagine Ray's tail feels. So puffy. Ray's not Ray. Cray. Cray's tail in this game is so thick and puffy, it kind of reminds me of Gil. When Gil gets angry, which I haven't seen in a while, when Gil gets angry, his tail puffs up and it looks like a big fuzzy caterpillar. He's got a short tail because the end of Gil's tail is actually all crinkled up like a meowth. Oh, Gil. Yeah, he's got like a little club tail. Not unlike a ankylosaur. Ankylosaur. Am I not saying that name right? Ankylosaur. Ankylosaurus. There we go. That's my fault. I forgot the last syllable. Ankylosaurus. Oh yeah, I forgot about the counters. When I was a kid in the 90s, I definitely had a dinosaur phase. I remember that for one of my birthdays, I asked for nothing but dinosaur items, and I got nothing but dinosaur items, and it was amazing. But now, ever since, I took a class on dinosaurs when I was in college to fulfill a science requirement. And it was fun. I learned a lot about dinosaurs, actually, and a lot that I didn't know. But since then, I haven't really kept up in trying to learn more about dinosaurs, and now I feel like all my knowledge of them is very outdated. And not only that, but apparently I can't even remember how to spell or say their names. So I got a lot to learn about dinosaurs. I mean, I guess I do know now that they should be feathered. And now I do understand to the extent to which, chickens and birds are raptors and Tyrannosaurus and stuff. It took me a very long time for me to watch Jurassic Park, though, because I was scared of it. I thought it would be too gory for me and too scary. And in my defense, I think it was right. It wasn't until later in life that I felt better equipped to watch movies like that. I don't think I have a favorite dinosaur, though. I mean, that would be a motivational goal, right? Is like, I should watch a bunch of up to date, or at least relatively up to date, dinosaur documentary stuff and learn more about them so then I can have a favorite. Oh, hey! Robots. Uses magic to power itself up in a combat, not a serious threat. Okay. Dinosaurs are rad. It's just one of those things where it's just such a cool fact about our planet's history, and so wild too, that the creatures living on the planet were so radically, well, killed, wiped out, and things changed because of rock hit us. Whatever my starter in Fossil Fighters was. I've seen a little bit of Fossil Fighters. It's cute looking. I think that's one with the ridiculously cute looking Triceratops. Or am I thinking of something else? Whoa. Whoa. Huh? Hmm. Let's try magic this time. Guardian's armor has been weakened. There we go. I think my problem is just that, like, I don't have a favorite because I like so many. It's weird for me to pick a favorite. I think that's just how I feel about it. Yeah, I would love there to be more feathered interpretations of them so people can get used to the idea that dinosaurs like Tyrannosaurus had feathers all over them. Because it sucks that people think that, oh, he's covered in feathers, it'll look lame. Like, it doesn't have to look lame. Hawks and eagles are covered in feathers and they look cool. You could make a feathered T-Rex that looked really intimidating. There are even kinds of chickens that look really awesome. Like, I think that roosters look badass. I do have a soft spot for, like, a really cool looking rooster. Yeah, birds will mess you up if you fuck with them. That's something that, like, a surprising amount of people don't understand. Because I've had people in the past be like, I had people like make fun of Staraptor, which is a Pokemon and not a real animal, because they were like, "Ooh, it's a bird. What will a bird do to me?" I'm like, why don't you, like, if a swan does not like you, watch out. Like, you don't know anything about birds. They will destroy you. A vicious pecking order. I get it. Ha ha ha. I love Staraptor, by the way. It's one of my favorites. Chopam. You only have one chance against it. I do? God, it's strong. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Uh-oh. I may just run away from this. Boy. Giga Flare? Ooh. What if we do that too? Hello. I am doing good. Welcome to our chat. Unfortunately, I may have to end my stream pretty soon. But right now, I'm stumped by this enemy. Miss, okay. Thank you very much. I'm glad to have made a bit of progress in this game. I always seem to be kind of busy on Sundays, which is why I can be a little late to start these streams. Oh, hey! That worked. The answer is dragons. I'm also going to try Supernova. Oh. Okay. Thou hath wasted thy fucking time. I hope if this is another big dungeon, then I'm calling it here. But if we're just gonna go see a cutscene or something, then I think that would be a good place to stop for the night. But anyway, I tend to be kind of busy on Sundays, and I would like to have more opportunities to stream video games in the future. So I am considering changing up my schedule in next year so that I draw less and I play video games more. Because I love to draw, but also I think my workload has been a little too hard lately, and I'm starting to lose steam, and I don't want to be burnt out, and I want to play more games, so I think it'll just be like a good, if temporary, change for me. Like, that doesn't have to be everything going for. That doesn't have to be exactly how I conduct my life going forward, but it can be like that for a little while, you know? Ooh, Berserker. This is creepy. It's all, like, destroyed. An out-of-control machine with an unstable power core. Cool. Alright, so it looks like this is a big dungeon, so we're just going to have the stream go until the point where I can just get out of here. I have to leave this place so I can go save. but we can, you know, chit chat for those last few minutes as I try to get out of here. Yeah, I plan next year to uphold my usual responsibilities, which is to have Slightly Damned update every Saturday and to have wallpapers, which I think I will scale back to just 1 a month rather than 2 a month. And then after that is kind of just figuring out what I want to focus on and leaving that kind of open. Oh, also the usual conventions. Like, I will still go to conventions, but I don't think I want to go to as many as I usually do. Just a few less, though. And just sort of working a little less and playing a little more. And I think that video game streams can be a fun way to play with everybody, like socialize and play games together. Because I found that I'm more motivated to play games if I'm with people. If it's just me playing a game by myself, that can be a lot of fun. It can be very relaxing. But it is also fun just to show off a game. Especially old games that I've played before, where I find myself, like, I want to play the game again to re-experience it, but doing it by myself, I just kind of feel like I'm wasting my time. And I know that's not true. I didn't have that problem when I was a kid. Maybe it's just the brain poison of being an adult in the year 2021. Oh, I'm like not doing any damage to this guy. What am I doing? I'm making the stream last longer. That's what I'm doing. Oh, Nina's asleep. Okay. Let's take care of you, then. Oh. Sorry, Ursula. Wow, Ursula is so strong. She just gets right back up. I have been to a Comic-Con. I used to vend at Phoenix Comic-Con every year, and I did that for several years. But I decided to stop going because I didn't feel that my merchandise was well appreciated at a show like that. Those big Comic-Cons tend to focus on big brands and actors rather than small independent creators. So if I were to go back to a Comic-Con, I think what I would do would be to just bring prints, like my fan art prints. And I probably would do a lot better if I just had fan art prints at the show like that, to be honest, and leaving all my other merchandise behind. Oh yeah, I'm familiar with Two Kinds. I've also met Tom. He's a very nice guy. We drew fan art for each other a few years ago. Oh my god, this robot doesn't want to die. If the captioner makes mistakes, maybe we could partially blame my supposed California accent. I meant to look into more, like, what words give me away as having a California accent, but I already forgot what they were. I guess, like, really? Really? Like, whoa, like, totally. Like, whatever, man. Hello, Maine. I have been to Maine, actually. I have actually been to conventions in Maine, but they were very small. They were small, independent comic creator conventions. And they were fun. Misleading. I can't even read that. But yeah, it would be fun to like have my JRPG Sundays and perhaps some other thing, like a Wednesday stream or something. Just, I want to play more video games. I just think it would be fun. I'm thinking of getting a capture card. I've put it off for a long time because I just didn't need it. And it's true, I just don't, I don't need it. But now I want it. Is there any particular reason you would like to go to Maine, Wingu? It is really nice. I've only been as far up into Maine as Portland. And if you ever find yourself in Portland, I recommend a restaurant. Well, I guess if it's still there. A restaurant called Duck Fat, where everything is cooked in duck fat. Of course, I guess I can't recommend it to anybody here who's vegetarian or vegan, but if you're not, that's the restaurant to go to. Very good poutine. Hell yeah. Well, then it's a delicious restaurant, and I recommend it. Oh golly, I'm very sorry to hear about retail suffering, especially with the holidays coming up. Duck is actually quite delicious. I have decided that I do quite like duck. Have a good night. Oh, goat cheese on a burger rules. I love goat cheese. Aw, little egg. Goat milk is good too. I love goat milk. I love goat cheese. Although, now that I think about it, I don't know if I've ever eaten goat meat. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that about goat meat. Ooh, no, go here. No, go there. Oh, no, no, no. We're going to learn from last time. We're not going to face a million counters. Actually, let's see what Typhoon looks like. Let's see. Goat milk is easier to digest for humans than cow milk is. And I think the nutrients that you get from it are slightly different. But I can tell you that it does taste a little different. I like the taste, but I had family members who couldn't stand it. And I have found that it is true that it is easier to digest because I do like milk, but I think that I am lightly lactose intolerant. It's the kind of lactose intolerance that you don't really notice because it doesn't really disrupt your life. But I did notice that like some of the discomfort I felt after having a lot of milk didn't happen when I had goat's milk. But it is expensive. Fat is good. Fat is yum. I love this stream giving everyone food cravings. It happens to me too. Alright, that was a nice, healthy length for the stream. I am going to end it here because I have other things that need to be attended to, like assembling that shelf I bought from IKEA. I would say that this stream was brought to you by all the companies that I pitched while talking, but no, I'm not sponsored by anybody. Thank you very much for joining me today, and we shall continue the adventures of Ryu and company next week after American Thanksgiving. Because I'm not doing anything, so I can stream for you. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, or day, or what have you, depending on when and where you're watching this. Take care.